Hello students, so in today's video we'll be discussing about electric field, very important topic. The later half of the chapter is all about electric field. Okay, so see in the previous lecture we have discussed the questions based on superposition principle. We have also discussed about Coulomb's law, right? Coulomb's law was the force acting between two charges. Now what is electric field? What are the other names of electric field? How to calculate the electric field for a point charge? That is what we are going to discuss in this video. Okay. See, electric field. I'm writing the other names of electric field or electric field, induction. Okay. Electric flux density. Dielectric strength, that is maximum. So these are the different names of electric field. Fine. So now we'll understand what electric field is, what is the magnitude of electric field, and what is the direction of electric field. Okay. See, first of all, we'll define electric field. What electric field means. Okay, see in your 11th class, you must have studied about contact force. Okay, and another is field force. Right? Contact force, that means if you are moving any object by making a physical contact with that object, then that is known as contact force. Right? But what is field force? Field force means if an object is being displaced without making any physical contact, just because of the gravitational field or magnetic field, like suppose if you are placing a magnet over here, right, and let us say an iron rod is placed over here, so the magnet will attract this iron rod because of the magnetic field. Clear? So the force on this iron rod because of the magnet, that is field force. It is because of this magnetic field, iron rod is experiencing a force. Clear? So mainly there are two types of forces. First one is contact force and another is field force. Right? Field force means don't have to make any physical contact, but object will experience a force because of the field created by any other object. In the same way, we had discussed about Coulomb's law, right? That means Coulomb's law was the force between two stationary point charges. Like suppose Q1 is placed over here, Q2 is placed over here, and the separation between them we are. So Q1 will repel Q2 with a force which is equal to Kq and Q2 by R square. I'm not explaining you Coulomb's law, but I'm explaining you about the electric field. So the repulsive force which is acting between two charges is because of some kind of field which has been created by the charge. Here, because if there is no field, there is no physical contact also between two charges. Right? If there is no physical contact, then contact force will not be present. Right? It is the field force, and because of this field force, Q2 and Q1 will experience a force. Clear? So, Q1 and Q2, both these charges will produce a field around it. And because of this field, they are experiencing a force. Clear? So, the field produced by the charge around it, this field is known as electric field. Clear? Or you can define it in another way also, the effect produced by the charge in its surrounding. Right? That is known as electric field. And it is the electric field, it is because of this electric field that both the charges are experiencing a force. Clear? So each and every charge will create its own electric field. Electric field is the effect produced by the charge. Clear? Or the field produced by any charge around it is termed as electric field. Clear? Even if charge is of 1 coulomb, charge is of 10 coulomb, charge is of 100 coulomb, or you can say 1000 coulomb, all these charges will create its own electric field. But of course, less the magnitude of charge, less will be the electric field. Clear? More the magnitude of electric charge, stronger will be the electric field produced by that charge. Done? But any of the charge, either of greater magnitude, less magnitude, they will create electric field around itself. Done? So basically, electric field is the effect produced by the charge in the surrounding. Done? Now we'll discuss what is the direction of this electric field, how to calculate this electric field. Clear? Okay, see. Let us take electric field is defined as the effect produced by a charge in its surroundings. Clear? Simplest way to define electric field. Okay, now suppose, say I am placing a charge plus Q. Let us say this capital Q is of greater magnitude. Okay, and another charge of less magnitude is placed at certain distance. Okay, so I want to calculate the electric field produced by this charge, capital Q. What is electric field? Effect produced by the charge in its surrounding. Okay, so what effect this charge produces on this charge? This will repel this charge. That means if I am placing a charge Q0, right, it will experience a force in this direction. That means effect on this Q0 because of the field produced by this capital Q will mean that it will be moving in this direction. Clear? Suppose this Q0. Now if I am taking this Q0 over here, if I am placing Q0 over here, so then it will experience a force in this direction. If I am placing a Q0 over here, the effect of capital Q charge on this Q0 will be in this direction because it will experience a force in this direction. If I am placing a charge Q0 over here, it will experience a force in this direction, this way, this way. Is it clear? Clear? That means Q0 is a charge which is of less magnitude than this charge, and it is experiencing a force because of this charge capital Q in radially outward direction. Clear? Clear? So that is the effect produced on this charge because of this charge, and this effect is known as electric field. Clear? The charge Q0, the charge with less magnitude, is experiencing an effect in radially outward direction because of the field created by this capital Q charge. Done? So one thing is sure, that positive charge will create a field in radially outward direction. So direction of electric field because of positive charge will be radially outwards. Done? So students, we have now understood about the direction of positive charge, direction of electric field due to positive charge. Clear? So whenever you are placing a positive charge, will draw the electric field in radially outward direction. Or you can say that the direction of electric field for a positive charge is radially outward. Okay. Now what happens if I am taking this charge as negative? Let us take this because charges can be both positive as well as negative. So what if I am taking this charge as negative? So now this Q will experience a force in inward direction, this direction. Here, because Q0 will be attracted towards this charge Q. Clear? This way. Right? That means the direction of electric field for a negative charge. Direction of electric field for a negative charge is radially inwards because the effect produced on this charge Q0 is in this direction, and this effect is termed as electric field. Right? So this charge has its electric field in radially inward direction. So students, one thing is sure, for a positive charge the direction of electric field is radially outwards. For a negative charge, direction of electric field is radially inwards. Clear? So now we have understood about the direction of electric field. Clear? First we had understood about the definition of electric field. We had seen the different names of electric field. We have also seen the directions of electric field. For a positive charge, electric field is in radially outward direction, and for a negative charge, electric field is radially in inward direction. Clear? Now how to find the magnitude of electric field? What is the value of the electric field produced by this charge Q? Clear? So let us find the value. See, suppose I want to find the electric field produced by this charge Q. I want to find the electric field produced by this charge Q. Let us say the distance r. So for that I am placing a charge Q0. Clear? Okay. Now, because electric field is the effect produced by one charge on another charge. It is the effect produced by one charge on another charge. So, see, this charge we want to calculate the electric field of charge Q. Clear? Okay, fine. This charge is positive, so electric field will be in radially outward direction. But in the same way, we had also seen that whether the charge is of greater magnitude, less magnitude, each and every charge will produce electric field around it. You understanding the point? Each and every charge will produce electric field around it. So this is also a charge Q0. It will create its own electric field this way. Done. But I just want to calculate the electric field of this charge Q. The problem is, see, this thing is to be understood very clearly. We want to calculate the electric field of capital charge Q. For that, because electric field is the effect produced by the charge. To understand or to study the effect of one charge, I am taking this charge Q0. But the problem that arises is, since this is also a charge, it will create its own electric field. Clear? This charge, its electric field is in this direction. Another charge Q0, it produces electric field in this direction. Right? So we get the net electric field. We'll get only the net electric field. That is electric field because of both these charges. But I just want to calculate the electric field produced by this capital charge Q. Here, I just want to calculate the effect produced by this charge Q on a small charge Q0. But if I am placing a charge over here, then the problem is, this is also a charge. It will create its own electric field. Clear? So we'll get the net electric field. Right? So what if I am not placing any charge over here? Because if I am placing a charge, it will create its own electric field, and I don't want that. Because I just want to find the electric field of this charge. So if I am taking away this charge, then how can I study the effect of this charge? Because there is no another charge. Clear? So if I am not placing a charge Q0, then I will not be able to find the electric field. Because after all, electric field is the effect produced by one charge on another. Right? So it is compulsory for me to place a charge Q over here. And if I am placing a charge, then this charge is creating its own electric field. So I am not able to get the electric field of this charge Q. I am not able to find the electric field of this charge Q. I get the net electric field. For this reason, let us do one thing. Let us take this charge Q0 as very small charge, and this charge as say a very high magnitude. Here, I am taking this charge of very high magnitude, and I am taking this charge of very low magnitude. As discussed earlier, as I said you, that charge whose magnitude is more will create a stronger electric field, and charge whose magnitude is very less will create less magnitude of electric field. Clear? So now, in comparison to the electric field produced by this charge capital Q, the electric field produced by this small charge will be negative, because it is of very less magnitude. So this is it clear? Clear? So we take one charge of higher magnitude, another charge of less magnitude, and the electric field, because of this higher magnitude charge, will be quite stronger then the electric field produced by this charge. So the field produced by charge of less magnitude can be neglected, and we'll only get the electric field produced by capital charge Q. Clear? So this is just to detect the electric field of this charge. So this is known as test charge. So students, test charge will have very less magnitude. Test charge will have very less magnitude. This is known as source charge. Source charge means charge whose electric field is to be clear. Fine. Now, so electric field is basically the effect produced by this charge. Okay. So what effect this charge is producing on this charge? So this charge is facing a repulsive force, which is equals to Q0 by R square into R caret. R caret is to represent the direction of unit vector. Clear? Now see, students, from this equation, Q0 is 1. Okay. So if I am taking Q0 as 1 coulomb, only then I will get the electric field of this charge Q. Right? So we'll make this equation independent of Q0. See, make it very clear. Actually, I don't need this charge Q0, because if this charge is present, I always get the net electric field, and I don't want net electric field. I want the electric field of this charge capital Q. But practically it is not possible, because if I am taking away this charge, then the effect cannot be studied. But yes, on theoretical aspect, I can make my equation independent of Q0. So once when I am making the equation independent of Q0, the remaining part will represent only the effect produced by source charge, and that is known as electric field. Clear? So finally, dividing both sides by Q0, I get KQ by R square. So this is the effect produced by source charge or this test charge. So this is defined as the electric field. Finally, clear? So finally, electric field is denoted by E, which is equal to F by Q0. Clear? So F is equal to Q0 into E. This is very important formula, students. And also, for a point charge, this is a point charge. So for a point charge, electric field can be given as KQ by R square. So KQ by R square is the electric field produced by a point charge. This formula is to be used only when you are having a point charge. Clear? So for a point charge, electric field is inversely proportional to R square. And this is the formula to calculate the electric field due to a point charge. Right? And the graph of E by R will be here. It will be I by R. Clear? Done? So that's it, student. We discussed about the electric field, the names of electric field, how to calculate the electric field for a point charge. Okay. And yes, what will be the unit of electric field? Newton by Coulomb. Unit of force is Newton. Unit of charge is Coulomb. Done? Clear? So in the next lecture, we'll understand about superposition principle again for the electric field, and then we'll solve your questions based on electric field. Thank you.